Mi gente, bienvenidos al podcast de Guerra Associates número 6. Oh, estamos aquí con mi hermano Mike G.
Mike G for your real estate needs. Me escuchan. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Tenemos a dos invitadas del equipo. La primera es la dura de Nicaragua, Roxie.
Muchas gracias por tenerme aquí, muchachos.
Claro que sí. Después tenemos one half of las Jativa Sisters de México y Ecuador.
Damaris.
Gracias. Estoy muy excited de estar aquí.
Bueno, mi gente, no sé si ustedes escucharon nuestro post de la última vez, pero hemos traído a Damaris, ya que ella es mitad mexicana, mitad ecuatoriana, para que ella diga cuál es el mejor ceviche.
A ver.
Sin duda ninguno, el ecuatoriano.
¡Con los leones!
Nada, mi gente, buenos días a todos. Estamos muy emocionados de tener con nosotros a Damaris y a Roxie, porque ellas entraron al equipo. Damaris ya como novia, creo que 2 años. 2 años. Sí. Wow, cómo pasa el
2
tiempo.
años.
Y Roxie recién acaba de unirse al equipo y obviamente el equipo sigue creciendo, y lo que este episodio queremos enfocarnos más es en lo que hemos estado haciendo como equipo, cómo ustedes se sienten en el equipo y cómo también nosotros estamos inspirando también a muchos jóvenes a querer tal vez empezar una nueva carrera, porque está viendo, gracias a Dios, lo que estamos haciendo y el impacto que estamos haciendo en la comunidad, ¿verdad? Y nosotros estamos muy emocionados porque nosotros ya tenemos tiempo creciendo este equipo, pero es la energía que ustedes dos traen al equipo, y por eso es que estamos emocionados que compartir con ustedes el día de hoy.
Claro que sí. Y más importante, tenemos un equipo sin quitarle nada, cada quien trae su parte de energía, su buena good positivity, ¿verdad? Y yo pienso que es muy importante que tenemos por la primera vez en el podcast de nosotros 2 personas del equipo. Yo sé que nosotros siempre hablamos qué tan bueno es el equipo de nosotros.
The best.
But it's nothing like, people on the team sharing their experience. And like you said, we'll talk about the team. We'll talk about, you guys' personal experience, being in real estate. What I really love about the table today is that, Mike is going on 5 years or 6 years?
Yeah.
When would it be
5
6?
years. Next year is 5 years now.
5 years right now.
Yeah.
So you have 5 years.
5 years.
I'll be finishing up. It'll be 3 years for me in August.
Yeah.
And then Damaris has been in real estate for how long?
2 years.
2 years. And then we have, how long have you been in real
4
estate?
months.
4 months, right? But I think what we're going to be able to realize in the conversation today is that we all still go through similar emotions. I know we were having a phone call today, with one of the team members that's been on there for like 2-3 months. And she was talking about, what she's been feeling right now. And I think that's a good, segue to maybe even ask like one of you guys. So, you've been doing it for 3 months. Right now you've been licensed. How do you feel right now after 3 months of, being in real estate?
Well, I feel really great. I feel like real estate really changed my life. And personally, I feel like I'm being more disciplined, more consistent. And I feel like this has truly changed my life. And I feel like I was born to do this. I love real estate. I love what you guys do for us. You always supporting us, providing every tools that we need. And I really appreciate what you guys been doing for us.
Absolutely. I think, I joined Mike. I think it was only like 3 of us, or he already had, you had like 2 to 3 people.
Yeah. When I started.
Well, no, it was even before Guerra Associates too. So you have a long story as to how Guerra Associates came about.
Yeah. When we started. Basically, I was on my own, and I had a vision of building the team. And the vision was more because I really wanted to help people. I feel like a lot of people was being neglected, especially the Hispanic community, because English is not their first language, and I feel like they were being neglected. But I know I cannot help everybody by myself. And also there was a lot of friends that were in the business, in the industry. And I was like, why can't we just work together to help people, right? I feel like together we're stronger. And I started working on Guerra Associates, and then I met Omar Cedillo, and it was awesome because, his work ethic was there, discipline was there, he was showing up every day, and I was like, wow, that's what we need for Guerra Associates. We need strong-minded people like that. Yeah. And then, luckily, my boy Omar joined, and since he joined, we have taken Guerra Associates to a different level, to like the next level. And I think what we have today is an amazing team of 15 agents, all bilingual, really good agents, doing the right thing, right? Because that's what we focus on, is doing the right thing, helping people out make the right decision, and also inspiring other people. Like, you can change your life. Like, everything is possible, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. I think looking at it, when my memories come back on Facebook and I see pictures of the beginning stages, I look at it and it's like, man, it's so beautiful to see, because it's all done with love. And I think it's been like that from the very beginning up until now. Like, I believe that we really do our best to pour into, everybody, to pour into you guys, and just how you guys pour into anybody else who's coming in. I think our culture, speaks for itself, and kind of like the heart that we all have on the team, and how willing we are to, share everything with you guys. You've been on the team for 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
So how would you say like the team has impacted you the most? Like, how would you say that this team has probably impacted you the most?
Well,
like, in what ways? Whether if that's like business wise, personal wise, business wise, or any aspects in your life.
I think that for me, the team has a little bit of everything: professional, personal. I just love being in a room of 15 agents and knowing that we're all just like sharks, that we're go-getters, that we all want it so bad. And it's amazing to just see every single person in there going after their dreams. And then also in a personal level, it's just nice to know that we have a team, that we have each other's back, that we can always know that no matter what's going on in the world, like, we have a safe place to be in, and that we all are like genuinely there for each other and happy for each other when we see each other succeed. When somebody's going through something, I love that, we're actually concerned about that person. It's just been amazing, because I don't think that there's much places in the world like that in general. So it's just nice that we get to come to a place and call it work, but we're also a family. So I think that it's just amazing to be part of that.
Love that. Yeah, I mean, and that's what we're trying to build, right? It's like you mentioned earlier, it's the culture of and always giving back, right? The culture of helping each other out, encourage everyone that we can do more. Again, always doing the right thing, but also, giving back, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the motivating piece is big. I get inspired just by making sure that there's not agents on our team that outgrow where I'm at or where we are at, right? I feel like, Mike, at the moment that any agent that's on the team feels like there's no more value, I feel like that's where we fail, as far like in a leadership role. I feel like we have to make sure that we do, and that's why I'm always so encouraged by the team. Like, I'm encouraged always by the team, because I feel like we have to give them, a reason to stay. 100%. And the only reason for you guys to feel the reason to stay is by us growing, us providing value. If it's packages, and one of the biggest things that I like is that we've never been a team that's like, we're going to get you leads, and that's how we try to get you to come in. Yeah. Like, we teach you how to get business.
Exactly.
We always go out of our way to make sure that we're staying prepared with, if it's scripts, if it's packages, if it's whatever it is that you guys need, that you guys feel that support. And most importantly, that you guys feel like you have all the tools needed to be able to succeed. So I think the motivating piece, at least for me, I don't know for you, Mike, like, what motivates you about the team, but for me, it's just seeing people coming in, with the good energy. And then also, like, there's always that friendly competition too. Yeah. I don't want to be behind. I don't know if you guys feel friendly competition, but, you know, I think that we all want to eat, you know, we all want to do good, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be last.
No, I think
If you weren't first, you last.
I don't want Mike to pull numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Numbers.
And
About
I'm
the
last,
numbers.
you know what I'm saying? So I love further competition.
Yeah. It's definitely a motivation because, you know, when you see somebody putting something under contract, you're like, oh my goodness, you feel that pressure, but in a good way, you know, it's always in a good way.
Absolutely.
So.
What about you, Mike? Like, what keeps you motivated right now? Like, what keeps you going now? Because I'm pretty sure what was motivating you when you first started is probably not the same motivation that you have right now with the team being 2 years in, or I think it's going on like 2 years.
I'm pumped, you know. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm just excited because, you know, I feel like one thing is to have the vision, one thing is actually to see it coming, right? To see it happening.
Like you're seeing everything.
Yeah, so I feel so pumped this year because I feel like, okay, Guerra Associates probably started over 2 years now, right? And it's just the growth and the impact that we are doing in the community. You know, like that right there, and that pumped me because it's like, wow, it's happening. Mama, we made it.
I just want to make my mama proud. I just want to make my mama proud.
Right? But I think, but like you say, the team motivates me now, inspires me because now we build this. Yeah. And I don't know the choice. You know, we build this. Now we had to make enough for what we said we were gonna do, right? Yeah. We already built a great company, a great organization of professionals, and right. And as these professionals come and join the team and add value, we have to add more value. We have to get better, and I think that's what I love about Guerra Associates. If we look back from the beginning, there is not a single day or week that we don't evolve. We are always evolving. We are always changing. We are always thinking, what can we do next? We never staying comfortable, right? We always, what can we do next? I'm always, you know, trying to bring this idea. And we know what we were talking about the other day about failure. I look forward to failure because not I look forward, but that's when I learn, take a step back and just make it better, you know? And I think our team is all about action. And that's, you know, that's why we're here. No, I'm just pumped. I mean, you can see I'm pumped.
We're talking like we walk it.
Over, Guerra Associates, the best team in Charlotte. You heard?
We talking like we walk it.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, man. I think what, you know, have you I know you're always pumped. I know you're always motivated, but like throughout the time that you started the team or maybe throughout your real estate career, have you ever thought about maybe just like throwing in the towel? And if you have, what is it that helps you keep going? And we'll go around, but I want to start with you because it's not just, we can have the motivation, you know what I'm saying? But what happens when all of that dies out? Yeah. You know, what happens when that tank is feeling empty? What happens when your cup, you know, is empty? You know, what happens when you go through that? Have you thought about throwing in the towel at any time? I know I personally have had those thoughts. I don't entertain them, but have you ever had those thoughts? And if so, man, like what keeps you going?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think we all go through that. You know, we go through ups and downs. And to answer your question, it's just is keep believing in the process. You know, I always say believe in God, trust the process. But I just like to look back where I came from, right? All the struggles that I've been through, right? And if I made it this far, there is no way I'm gonna go back. You know, there is no quitting, and I don't have no choice. I have a family that I gotta take care of. You know, all these responsibilities. But at the end of the day, Jess, there's plenty times that I feel of dropping the towel. I'm asking myself, did I make the right decision? You know, at the end of the day, you know, people look at the success, but people don't really take into consideration what have you had to do to get to that level, to get to that success. People only see that, but they don't see the hard work. They don't see the downs, right? At the end of the day, there is times that, you know, I always say, I'm the last person to get paid. People think, oh, you know, you get your commission, you get this, but they don't know that I got the business expense, we have the team. I mean, to get where we at, there's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, this is not easy. Just just being a solo agent is hard. I mean, having a team and running a team, and like you said, right, you guys motivate me and help me become a better leader. Like, I mean, since you joined the team, I always say, remember, you coming every day, coming like before me, doing the activity. I was like, wow, like this is pretty cool. And I'm a man of respect. I said, man, I respect that. But also it helped me when I was slacking or when I wasn't doing my job to like, you know, man, you can't be slacking and you have people in your team working super hard. You need to be also an example. And that helped me to get more serious, I think, about the business. Not that I wasn't serious, but I think more strict, more organized. But yeah, man, that's what pretty much keep me going is the faith and knowing that there is more. Yeah, that there is more.
I'm proud of you, bro, for everything that you've done for real.
Appreciate
I think you know, we always tell each other that we're all doing a good job, but you know, just always hearing your story and you know where you come from and everything that you've been through to get to here and maintain it. Man, people don't know how hard that is, bro. So I'm proud of everything that you've done, bro, for real.
You,
and you know, and everybody that's on the team and what's been built. What about for you guys? Like, Damaris, what would you, or Roxie, what would you say? And then we'll go to Damaris. What's been like the biggest obstacle for you in this 3 months? Have you had like a reality check? You know, I feel like sometimes, me personally, I saw real estate and I was like, okay, I get my license. I start getting business. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know how hard it was. I never ran a business, so I didn't know what all came with it. Has reality hit you? You know, have you been like, holy crap, this is actually harder than what I thought? You know, what is it for you that you feel like has been your biggest obstacle today right now?
I will say for me, especially coming from like a different industry, having money every single day, not getting a paycheck for months, it's hard. But I feel like it is hard. It is hard. But that's when, if this is something that you want to accomplish, that's when consistency, discipline, and just focusing on your goals, that's when it makes me go even harder. You know,
yeah,
not getting a paycheck, it's be like I just think I'm like, okay, but look at the bigger picture. What do you want to? What do you want to see yourself in 5 years? I want to see myself winning. I want to be the best realtor there is. That's why you know I've been learning from the best. You guys have inspired me so much, and you know just. I have so much faith. I believe in God, and I know that if God's put me through this path, it's because He has better things for me, you know. And I feel Roxie. You know, struggles make you stronger, and I wanna see how capable I am. Every single struggle, every single adversity there is, it's like it's building me and it's building my character. So that's what I've been looking forward to, getting better every day.
Absolutely.
We're so lucky and happy to have you, Roxie.
Yeah,
I'm so lucky to have you.
Yeah,
guys.
absolutely. You know, and I think it's never a bad time to give somebody their flowers. But you know, you coming in and you know diving in head first, you know, without thinking twice, I think just goes to show you know how much character you do have. You know, whether if it is that you do have the confidence, sometimes people don't have the confidence, but the fear of failing just defeats that, you know, and it just shows on the outside as if you do have the confidence when deep down inside you really don't. You're dying, you're shaking. You know what I'm saying? But for you, you know, you have a strong character. You know, you're somebody who obviously is not scared, you know, to work. So the fact that you came in and dove in head first just speaks a lot about you, and it's just going to go to show like how far you're actually going to go. So, you know, I'm really proud of everything that you've done. So keep doing what you're doing. Y lo más importante es que dices tú is having the faith, you know, so everything. El que no se rinde, man, se te va a dar. You know what I'm saying? It just is. Y cuando uno lo hace de buen corazón, as Mike told me the other day, he was like, bro, you went and did these measurements for this lady, but you did it with such a good heart. Although I didn't want to go, but it was her, you know, I just really wanted to help her out. Next thing you know, we're closing the next day when I thought we were going to close in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So back to what Mike always says is having that foundation. So it's so important, you know, so keep going, girl, you know, because it's just the beginning, you know. What about for you, Damaris? What do you think has been like the biggest, Yeah, like the biggest struggle, man. I've had a lot of conversations with you about, your journey in the past year and a half or in the past 2 years. Like, what do you feel like has been like your biggest obstacle so far?
She closed like 4 or 5 deals last month.
Let's go.
Thank you, guys. Well, I would have to just agree with Roxy. I mean, the fear of not getting a constant paycheck when you're used to getting that income, and it is scary. And for me, it was just to get tired of being tired and just saying I've sacrificed so much to be here. El compromiso que tengo con mi hermana, our dreams, our goals. I mean, we just don't have no other choice but to be in this and give it our all. And, it's just always having that fight with yourself and just like constantly like fighting those thoughts in your mind when you do get those negative, those negative thoughts and just saying, no, you can do it and having faith. And it just goes back to like, being so grateful to being on this team because I feel like we all have been there and just like talking to you guys about it and our morning meetings or, just our chats that we have on the daily and just like talking about it and getting through it together. I think it's just been amazing. And, we're always going to have those, I think that we're always going to have those constant battles in our minds because the reality is that real estate is one of the hardest careers that there is to have. But I think that, if we just keep pushing and don't give up, that we're going to get there.
Absolutely. And I think you and your sister have came a long way. I mean, even to piggyback off of what I told Roxy about, diving in, you guys have dove in a different way. I feel like that's the beauty about whether if it's the team or real estate in general. You don't have to dive in head first on doing phone calls like Roxy did, how I did. You can do it in other ways. You and your sister are really good at being out there, organizing events, doing ice cream in the communities, things that I don't do, and I know it's just not in me to do things like that, but that's my way of that. Those are things I need to do to get out of my comfort zone, so I've always respected that. You guys go into businesses to give donuts. You know what I'm saying? Just going the extra mile for the clients, filling out applications for clients. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I've never filled out an application for a client. Not saying that I wouldn't, but
I know. I'm a perfect. I mean,
you know
I
what I'm
saw
saying?
it myself. I'm a witness. It was Damaris' birthday last week. Happy
Yes, sir.
birthday!
Thank you.
But the day on her birthday dinner with her family, after she was done from all day working, also because she worked that day, she went to meet a client late at night to help them sign some documents, to fill out some documents.
yeah.
That's what things that can, I say, take you apart from everybody else.
That's the Hativa experience.
The extra step. We need to do whatever it takes for the clients, right?
100%, brother. 100%.
I always tell people, what don't kill you, make you stronger. No
Amen.
pain, no gain.
Yeah.
So I always tell people like, enjoy the journey, right? The struggles are gonna make. Don't be negative and be the victim. Instead, take like, say, okay, I did this. Let me learn from it. What can I learn? And just come back stronger, right? I always say, people, whenever you go into a struggle and you think you can no more, say, keep pushing because God have a plan for you, right? Keep pushing. Yo siempre digo, Dios aprieta pero no ahorca.
Amen.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so
right.
much. Sometimes it make you go to the struggle to make you that strong person because I always say it's preparing you for the next level.
Keep going.
It's helping you break that ceiling. And once you break that ceiling, it's going to be hard.
Keep going.
But it's just making you
Keep going, bro. Keep
It's
going.
going to make you stronger. It's just getting you ready for the next level. That's it.
Yeah, 100%, brother. 100%. You guys have anything, any thoughts right now as we, I feel like sometimes talking about, the obstacles that maybe a career can bring or just life in general, bro. I think people don't realize, like, we don't take the time to realize life ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you not wasted time, but maybe you didn't do what you should have done at the beginning, years of your life, if it's the early 20s, but like, as you guys like go back through memory lane right now, that's what this does. Whenever you talk about what pain does, what these life lessons do, or las lecciones que te quiere enseñar Dios, it just takes me back to August 2021, bro. Like when I started, it takes me back to February 2022. Like it just takes me back, and it's like, dang, bro. Like En esos momentos, I really thought I was going to throw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful that I'm still here because, like, brother, this stuff is just so freaking hard, you know, to get
I'm
it
grateful
through.
that you're here.
You know,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, like you said, bro, it's so beautiful, man, to sit down with. I think the room is so relatable because we've all gone through some in your past 5 years, in your past 4 months, in your past 2 years, in my past 3 years. We've all gone through some kind of adversities, and I think it's like, what do we do when we are in those moments?
I feel like this podcast is really, really good, and hope a lot of people over there can, take the time to listen to it, because what we're trying to do here is let everybody know that everything that you really want to do is possible.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever career you are, but especially if you're in the real estate career, just know that it's okay if we all go through those downs.
100%,
Right.
man.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, you mentioned that you said real estate is hard, but I feel like, yes, it can be hard, but it's really rewarding at the end of the day.
100%. Absolutely. You guys got anything for Mike G? Any questions? Any thoughts that y'all
How
want
does
to
it
share?
feel when you already make it?
How does it feel when you already made it? Mama, we made it.
Mama, we made it. I mean, to be honest with you, I would say we work every day. I mean, we be working every single day when you stop. Sometimes you work so much and you just don't notice. And you're the last person to recognize your achievement. Like I always tell Omar, see, like he's always so hard on himself. I say, bro, you clean it. You are a great leader. Like you're amazing. You're training everybody. But at the end of the day, I always say you versus you. So he's so hard. He's just working that he's not noticing, the achievement. I don't notice the achievement until one time. I remember I go to the office, right? And I see one of the great agents at the office, Lorenzo Boone, which I have big respect towards him. He was one of the agents who, at the beginning, if I had a question, was able to help me out. He was really cool about it. And he said, Mike, you made it. I said, what are you talking about? I said, Mike, you made it. You big dog now.
Big dog.
I said, what are you talking about? I said, you're a big dog now. You made it, Mike. Look at what you have done. In the few years that you have done, you have built a team, you have strong people around you, you have a great organization, you got great leaders. And I was like, wow, man, I didn't realize I wasn't doing it. Because at the end of the day, we always like comparing against ourselves, and it's like you versus you, and I'm like, no, but there is more. The job is not
Un
finished.
aplauso para Mike G, el duro de todos los duros, de todos los ñaños.
We're not done. I feel good. It feels good, but we're not done. There is more, because I can see, the vision is bigger and it's happening, but there is more coming. People, there is more coming.
Let's go.
I'm just glad that you had that vision, because we get to be a part of it, and it's just amazing that we get to enjoy all of it. So
It's funny because people don't know, but I met Damaris. Like 4 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
It was like it was a New Year Eve?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So, people that know me, I love to eat. That's the best way. You want to meet with me, invite me to it, I'll be there, But I'm a good friend of her family, and I just, they invite me over for some food, went over, and then they told me how they be looking me in social media, how I was doing it, and that they were doing real estate. And I was like, yeah, come, let me help you. Let me see what you guys need. And, here you are. And, I'm happy. I'm so happy to have you both, you and your sister. And same thing with Roxie, right? I know Roxie for a couple of years ago, a lot of years now. And
Way before you get into real estate.
And she actually, and I'm so proud of her. And since I know her and I'm going to I was like, Roxie, you need to get into real estate. Roxie, I can see you in real estate, because she's a hard worker person, strong mindset, really positive. And I think if you have all those traits and you add, that consistency, that discipline, you can take over, right? And I said, Roxie, next she bought a house, last year?
Last year.
Last year. Roxie, how old are you again?
26.
Oh, yes, but my point is, 26 young woman purchasing a house. How amazing is that?
And a hustler.
Thank you.
And then she decided to take the path of real estate, and here she is. 4 months, right? She already putting offers.
She already got some on the contract.
She already got some other contract. She got like 3 buyers.
It was
half
hard.
of the contract. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
That's,
Absolutely.
Thank you,
100%,
OC. Thank you,
100%, my brother.
Congratulations
100%.
again.
100%.
We're happy
you.
to have you both.
Absolutely. Have you guys always been like, I see the hustle in both of you guys, you know, and of course I see it in you, but have you guys always been like that since you guys were, you know, young, or, you know, has that been something that you guys have always worked? I know some people get started working at 14, 13, 15. Is that something that always has been in you guys?
It always been there, you know. My grandma, she had like a little ventas, and like she had a clothing store. So I've been working since I was like 7 years old.
That's what you always look so fashion.
Por eso es, fashionista.
She's a fashionista.
Fashion, guys. So, you know, I've been working since I was 7 years old. You know, I've been always a hustler. And I'm so happy, and I can't wait to do bigger things because I know I will. I have the faith in me, and, you know, but I have God by my side, and I have everything. I have the energy, and I'm going to keep working hard
Eso
until I
es,
made it.
Roxie. Desde los 7 años, bro. Yo a los 7 años, I don't know, yo estaba jugando fútbol, bro. That was it. No estaba trabajando. No me puse las pilas hasta más tarde, bro. What about you, Damaris?
No, definitely. You know, I also started working when I was 14. I was working at a pizzeria. And my motivation was because I wanted to pay for my nails, so, you know. And yeah, and after that, you know, I like having a good life, and I work really hard, and I feel like one of the things I take pride in is my work ethic. Like you said, you know, the Hot Diva Sister experience is one and only, and I'm there for my clients all the time. I mean, just yesterday I was working on an application for my client at 9 p.m., you know, and it was so beautiful to get a message as getting appreciated, because, you know, I think at the end of the day, like you said, like that's why me and my sister love real estate, because we're here to help people in our community. I mean, we really, truly enjoy that. And I think that now I get to do everything I am good at, because I do consider myself a hustler and a go-getter. And I'm in the perfect industry to just, because there's no limit. So it's really on you. So, you know, if you're a hustler and you're a good, you know, like if you're motivated and disciplined, you're going to get yourself there. And I just have no doubt in that either.
So we got two boss ladies over there, bro. They've been working since 7 de los 14 para las uñas. Si Leilani me dice that she want to work for some nails, I'm be like, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You got to respect that grind, bro. You got to.
No, we have a lot of boss ladies in our team.
We do, man. We do. We have a lot of boss ladies. I guess, you know, for you guys, if y'all could give, you know, somebody who wants to get their real estate license, you know, right now, or somebody who just got their real estate license, you know, today is their first day, or if you can go back and give yourself, you know, some words of preparation, some words of advice, what would it be?
Have some grace in yourself, you know that it's not going to be easy, but that you're going to get there, and just never give up on your dreams, and always remember your why and why you started. I go back to that moment every single day that I passed my test, and I called my family crying. And sometimes when I get overwhelmed or I question myself, I think back of all those moments, and I think to myself, like, no, like, you didn't go through all that. You didn't sacrifice all that just to give up. And I would just have to say, like, always remember the reason why you started, and never give up on your dreams.
That's right. Roxie?
I will say, don't ever give up and start working on yourself. I feel like personal growth will be the best thing to do. And, you know, become more disciplined, more consistent. Don't ever give up on your dreams. You got this. Sometimes motivation can wears off, and that's where discipline kicks in, you know? So don't ever give up on your dreams, and, you know, keep going at it. Even if you be like, no, constantly getting no's, but you're getting closer to the yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Grind mode, baby. Grind mode.
What was
Work on the mindset.
What did I say the other day? What was that did I say the other day?
What, bro?
I know I said a lot of
You said so many things, bro.
What did I say? It's not failure until you quit, right? It was something like that, right? You don't fail until you quit. That's the only time you fail. But if you keep going, right, it can't happen, right? But the moment you fail is when you decide to quit, when you decide to throw that towel. Until then, you're not failing.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all guys got anything else?
is there any advice that you will say to people that want to be big like you guys?
No, you know, I think you gotta be strong-minded, and one, like I would say, you gotta believe in yourself. You don't care what people say, right? You can take things personal, right? You gotta believe in yourself. At the beginning, I always tell people, one of the hardest things. A lot of people, when they get into the business, they feel like the people that are gonna support you is gonna be the people around you and your family and your friends. And it's funny. It's not funny. I mean, but they are the last person to support you, right? I mean, they may one or two, they maybe support you emotionally, but really they're not, because they really don't trust you.
Yeah.
Right? Why would they trust you? Like, they don't know you as the experienced agent, right? As a professional agent, right? But I would say, people, listen, don't worry about that. You worry about showing them and killing them with success. Let them know that you can get a job, and then they're gonna support you. So you cannot take things personal, because it's the same thing. Why would you trust somebody at the beginning, right? It's just hard, right? But I say, listen, don't worry, people. You keep pushing, keep believing yourself. Do the activity. In a real estate, yes, you're not gonna get paid right away, but knows that everything that you do right now is gonna pay in the future. So the harder you work right now, the more time you put in, the reward is gonna be bigger at 100%. The end, right?
Amen.
But I know it's hard, but I would say, people, don't stay consistent 1 week and give up. 3 months. It's like the same thing at the gym. You go to the gym, you're not gonna see progress right away. Once you see progress, doesn't mean you're gonna get comfortable. The moment you get comfortable, then you go back to zero. Yeah. No, that's when you're gonna go harder. You keep going. Same thing go with real estate. You gotta 100%. Keep going. You just gotta get better and better and better. Hey, you versus you.
That's right, my brother.
What about you?
I think for me, you know, I think a lot of people don't have what they really want made up here in their mind. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be step number one that I would say, really know what you want. You know what I'm saying? And I think as I talk to you guys all the time, and I talk to the entire team, or when we're doing these motivational phone calls, or not motivational phone calls on Mondays, but when we're doing our morning calls, you know, I'm a big believer that we got to know what I want. I know what I want, you know, and I think besides the personal side, besides the business side of wanting to succeed in real estate, like, I really want to succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? As a person, you know, to my kids, to my family, you know, I want to make sure that, and the only way to do that is by me working on myself. You know, so I always say, you said it's self-growth, man. I think it's so important. Like, everything that I did from, like, not drinking, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm going on, like, 2 years in May of not drinking. You know what I'm saying? And the last time I got drunk, I was in the office, not in the office, but around that time. You know what I'm saying? And I was slacking off. You know what I'm saying? Pero hasta que yo me propuse, and I was like, you know what, bro? Like, this is what I really want, y le voy a dar con todo. You know, I'm going to work on myself. It was like, let me stop drinking. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, let me start focusing on myself, on my discipline, on my mentality. ¿Qué pasa cuando uno pasa por esos momentos? Just recently, I was like, Mike, bro, like, you're not burnt out, bro. Like, what do you do? Because that's where I was at, you know, at that moment. Pero I talked to myself, man. And I'm like, no, bro, tú eres un freaking duro. You know, like, you gotta go. Y yo tengo mi meta y mi propósito bien puesto, que I don't care, bro. Que me pase whatever it is, you know. And I think the moment that I changed my perspective as to, like, why is this happening to me? Mike says it all the time. It's more so like, God, what are you trying to teach me right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you building my character right now. You know, you making me more patient. You making me more stronger. You making me more wiser. You making me take care of my finances. You know what I'm saying? Because you're right. You don't get a paycheck all the time. You know, so at the beginning stages, it is tough. But at the end of the day, it's me, man. Like, it's making myself proud. It's making my family proud, you know, and just building my resilience. I think that if I could give anybody any kind of advice, is focus on you, you know, and put God there too. You know, I really think that without God, I don't think I'll be where I'm at, porque ahí es donde está la fe. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have faith, you ain't got nothing. Because everything that we talk about right now, que nos pregunta, what you see in 5 years? How are you going to see that si tú mismo no te tienes la fe? You know what I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, is putting God first, as Mike always says, and dándole con todo. Agárrate de esa meta que tú de verdad quieres y darle con todo, you know?
Amen.
Well, don't kill, make
it,
you stronger, you know? También yo creo que una de las cosas que me motiva is the haters.
When he did that face, I already knew what he was gonna say. When he do the Scarface face.
It's the haters,
That's my movie.
the no-sayers, you know, the people that don't believe in you, that you can feel their vibe, looking you down, and think, no, you're not gonna make it happen. It brings me a smile
Watch us.
and joy to look at them and say, look at me now. You know,
100%.
kill people with success.
100%. 100%.
Yes.
I think overall, man, I'm super grateful, you know, for real estate.
This guy say over here, Mike, he said, I'm burned out. I said, how you not gonna be burned out? He got 8 listings. He got like 3, 4
He
houses
comes
on the
to
contract.
the office at 6 a.m. and leaves at 7 p.m.
Exactly.
He work every day. He got like 5 old buyers. I think he's busy. He got his business to I think you got your business to like, I think right now you have the most transactions I think you have ever done. You ever had. Plus, you know, you are the leader of Guerra Associates.
Yeah.
You helping 15 agents.
Yeah.
Bruh. Un aplauso
No,
para Omar.
honestly,
Sí,
Omar, you're always getting.
Of course you're burned out. I said, you got to take a vacation. Take some time. Everybody take vacation. You need a vacation,
You
bro.
need a vacation. You
Yeah.
deserve it. You do everything
What do you
for
think about
us.
taking vacation? What do you think about taking time off, Omar Cedillo?
I don't know, bro. I feel like right now, you know, I'm so
He's
focused,
like,
bro.
the job is not
The
finished.
job, eso es. Lo que dijo Roxy, the job ain't done, man. You
2
know
years,
what?
3 years.
No, but you know what, bro? Like, I have been in those moments recently. I've spoken to just about almost all 3 of you guys about, you know, the moments that I do feel like, dang, bro, like, where's my joy at? Where is it? Pero nada, bro. You know, at the end of the day, in the momento that I changed my perspective, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm just being challenged right now. You know what I'm saying? But the burnout, at the end of the day, I do feel like it's healthy.
Yeah.
You know, for me to take some time, por más que yo me quiera hacer el duro de trabajar y trabajar y trabajar, el cuerpo ya no aguanta. You know, so I think for me was learning that, bro. I wasn't listening when you were telling me to take a break, you know, but now I am at a point where it's like, I need to keep a healthy balance. We need to be healthy, man. I didn't realize, like, que tanto me entregué a este negocio
And not only
que
that,
me afectó a mí personalmente.
I think not only that, I think, you know, some of us have the strong mindset that we just so hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? Because not only on
Definitely.
business, I can see you're a great dad, bro.
Yeah.
You're a great friend.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank you,
you're
bro.
a great son. You know what I mean? And obviously you you put that time
Yeah.
because to your kid, yes, you may not travel, but I see you almost like probably 5 times a week you're taking your kid to soccer practice.
Vicente, pon atención, bro.
But like no, bro,
honestly,
not a lot of
yeah.
I'm not here to criticize your job, but not a lot of people really do that. Not only work 12, 13 hours a day and then take care of their family, you know?
No,
So no, much respect for that. And like, again, you always inspiring all of us, you know, not only on the professional side,
Definitely.
but also in a lot of things, bro. I appreciate
you, bro.
that.
Oh, Caesar president!
In 2
Nah,
years
thank you,
plus,
brother.
bro, that's discipline. 2 years plus that you're not drinking. I mean, I feel like and that's pretty cool because if you can go through that, right?
Yeah.
You can go through anything,
Yeah.
right?
Como extraño el tequila.
Mi gente, nada, muy
I
feliz.
think that's it, man.
That's
Ya
it. Yeah.
3 minutos.
Whoa, wow.
About to wrap it up, but I think both of you guys said a lot of great things, you know, and the advice that y'all would give people, you know, to hearing you guys say that y'all work at 7 and 14 years old speaks a lot. You don't start working at 7 years old and then you stop working when you're 27. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that is just in your guys' blood, you know, so just know that you guys are going to do amazing. You guys are doing amazing right now, and you know, the sky's the limit. I literally do believe in sky's the limit here in real estate, bro.
I don't
You
think
know,
there
what
is no
we're doing.
limit.
There is no
No
limit. You know
limit.
what
It's
I'm
up to
saying?
you.
There is no limit. So at the end of the day, ladies, keep doing what y'all doing. Mike, for you, bro, keep being, you know, the motivator, the provider that you are for the team and everything that you sacrifice, bro, for us.
Thank
you know what
you.
I'm saying? I think it's so important, man. I'm so happy to be a part of this team. And it's so good to see. I remember that picture that you showed. I think it was Steve. It wasn't Stephen Cooley, but it was like 30 agents in the background, but the guy right there in the middle.
Yeah.
At that time, I think it was only like 5 of us doing a team picture. Bro, now we're at 15. In a matter of a year, those visions will come, you know, and I'm so excited, bro, to be a
We
part
have
of
the
this.
best team, the strongest team,
Ever.
the biggest bilingual team in Charlotte, Carmen, North Carolina, South Carolina. The best of the best. Y no quiero seguir diciendo porque tú sabes, la gente después se ofende. Porque no, we're the best.
Yeah. Cut him off, Anderson. Ya no. Mi gente, bendiciones, cuídense.
We're the best.
Pero mientras tanto andamos en jet ski en Mallorca. Mientras tanto estamos contando tortas. La que puede y la que no puede soporta. Mi gente está bien, manín, eso es lo que importa. Era pa' la baby, estoy haciendo daily pa' que suba